Zero idea if this is working. Zero idea. Test. Test, test, test. Can anyone hear me out there? Let me back up a little bit. Test, test, test. Tell me this works. I just want it to work, you guys. That's all I want. What's up, Tim? Hey, Keith. Okay, hey, is this working? Am I live? Hey, can you guys hear this? Tell me how bad this maybe sounds. I hooked up another microphone. Does it sound good, you guys? I've got the cabinet mic'd and this is really just a test stream. So I'm coming on here to kind of test it out for a second. Hanging out. A couple new updates, you guys. It looks like I'm live. This is way better. I got the Streamlabs thing. It's still my phone. Also for the road, I'm doing a gig vlog this weekend, you guys. I got a GoPro. I didn't buy this. My dad just had this sitting around. So I'm going to try and utilize this weekend. I need to figure out how to work it, but I've got a chest mount for it. I don't know that I want to do the whole show with this mounted on my chest, even though you guys would probably enjoy that. But I think at least sound check. I'm going to try and chest mount this to my chest, and then just, you can watch me sound check and do the thing. What's up, you guys? Hey, does it sound good? So y'all can hear this when I do it. How's the guitar sounding on that? Test, test. There we go. I had to turn that volume down just a little bit. Okay, hey, working. Jesse, Tom, Mark. I love seeing so many of the same guys again. Hello again from Ireland. Robin, what's up? Good to see you again. It's working. Okay, I'm on here trying to figure it out. Trying to make it happen. Edit to this is a way better setup. I am slowly starting to get this down. So this is really me just coming on wanting to test it. I honestly hit go live. I wasn't quite prepared to go live. But hello from Kansas City. Sounds all right, cool. New stream setup. I mean kinda. I'm using a different software. I've got 2 microphones running, so now if I don't talk. Now check this out, you guys. I think I can mute the iPhone audio for a second. So you're not going to be able to hear me when I talk, but you should be able to hear me play. Tell me if this is the case. You guys are helping me test this right now. So no vocal audio there. I muted that on purpose. I wonder, I'm literally having you guys help me test this right now. So thank you for your help. Let's see if I can make them both go non-stereo. So I think, let's see. Down mix to mono. All right, test. Hey, okay, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to mute my vocal audio and tell me if you can hear this. Audible but quiet. Okay, I can turn the gain up on it. Too quiet. Okay, how about with both of them? One can pump the gain a little bit. Yeah, hey, thanks for you guys. I'm literally on here trying to set this up. So hopefully when I do this more going forward, I can hit play and record, and it's already set up, and I'm not doing all the dumb stuff. Ben, what's up? How do you come up with new phrasing? Okay, I'll talk about that. Absolutely. Fine. A lot better. way better with both. Okay, cool. Okay, you guys, I think we're doing this. I wasn't even planning on completely going live, but hey, how are y'all doing? What is up, you guys? I love just throwing up and doing these streams. I know maybe some people don't like to stream quite as often, or I don't know if it hurts your algorithm if you do it too much or whatnot, but I don't care. I really like it. I like hanging out and playing. Dude, you guys, I went and saw at Nissan Stadium the Brothers Osborne the other day. And if you don't listen to the Brothers Osborne, specifically John Osborne, because this is a guitar channel, y'all need to leave this stream right now and go listen. Go listen to the Live at Ryman album. The Live at the Ryman album. Oh my god, man. John Osborne is a killer. Holy crap, he is so good. Amazing. That was so inspiring, dude. I mean, I want to bring that to Lanco. I want to be able to do that and bring it, my version, into Lanco. Man, it was good. Man, it was good. Okay. iPhone is delayed. Okay, let's see if I just... Alright, everybody. We're still working out the kinks here. I'm trying to figure it out. Does this sound better? Now I've just muted the Scarlett. Maybe I need to do some more work on that. Okay. Well, you guys, what's going on? Are you guys at work, or are you not working? Got the day off? Are you retired? What makes you able to come to me at noon on a Tuesday? Man, what a week with the CMA Fest stuff. I don't know if any of you guys watched that video, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Lunch break. There we go. Riley, Jake, Alex, Tim Time, Ben. Hey, thanks, Ben. Babysit my clients today. Getting ready to partake in leftover banquet lunch. Sounds nice. Jesse, what do you do? Working and eating lunch. Okay, hey, this is interesting to me too. What do you guys do for work? What do you guys do? I'm going to tell you guys a fun story here in just a second. Left your video on the CMA in Madison Fest. Retired from PA. Taking a walk. Hey, thanks, Thomas. I've got more coming. You guys, my next sit-down video, I'm going to preface it a little bit here, and we can kind of open up a conversation. Tell me if you guys think this is a good video. So I'm going to do a couple things. One, I said this in my last live stream. I tried to record it already, and it didn't work, because I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. So, inside scoop, this won't be the first time I listen to that solo, but I have the very first solo I ever took in front of people recorded. My mom has it on her Facebook, and I've downloaded the video, and I'm going to do a reaction video to it. And I thought that'd be really fun to almost make a challenge of, like, anybody else that has it, do a little reaction or something. So I've got that coming. More serious note, I'm going to do one of my just not living room, my little studio sit down and talk videos on, I don't know quite what I'm going to call it yet, but I think I'm just going to call it the dark side of music, man. The side that no one talks about. Nobody talks about. And that is kind of the mental health aspect. And then I want to say substance abuse, but it's really not substance abuse. I'm not around any groups that are... I've never been around any groups that are doing like hard drugs. Maybe it's just because I don't do that. But it's the alcohol. The alcohol. I want to make a video just kind of chatting about that stuff. Some stuff people might not think about, you know. This is the only job, not the only job. I'm sure there's other jobs. In fact, there are other jobs. But in the entertainment industry and in this job, now not with Lanco, I'm very fortunate because I was able to have this type of thought and I got myself more out of a situation. But man, it's the job where drinking's not only allowed on the job, it's a lot of times encouraged or flat out given to you. And I know a lot of musicians that are great musicians, good people, and they're just functioning alcoholics. That is it's a thing nobody talks about. And everybody does. And I drink with Lanco out on the road, but we don't go hard. I might have half a beer before I get up on stage and then take that beer up with me. I'm not doing shots or whatnot. But there was a time when I was playing in those bar bands, man, where, I mean, we were ripping a shot and a beer at soundcheck, a shot before I got on stage, a beer, I was smoking, you know, just like, and that's just so normal, you know, and I've watched a lot of people be like stuck in that trap. So anyways, my next long form little sit and just talk chat video is going to be just talking about that, my experience with it, kind of honestly the dark side of music, because it's so easy to fall into, especially when you're young. I got here, I'm 24, I'm going to go on the road. There's no rules, there's drinking, there's girls, you know. It's honestly a bit of a dangerous game to play. I think it'd be a good video to sit down and like talk about it, but this is not that video. Here I'm just asking you guys what you think of this. So, okay, let me read a couple of your guys' comments, not to get down about it, but, you know, if you're not aware about that, it could be easy to fall into that and get stuck in it. I kind of woke up one day after like 3 years of playing the same gig and being like, dude, if I don't quit even though I don't have any other gig, I'm going to wake up 3 more years from now and be playing the same bar and doing the same thing, you know? And with that gig, it was tons of fun at the point of my life, but man, I'm way healthier for it. I'm way healthier for it. Still drink, but not like I used to, man. Not like I used to. I mean, it's just... Got the Silver Sky out today. Okay, I said I was going to answer a couple of your guys' questions, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me move my mouse over here so I can easily do this. Okay, let's see what jobs you guys do. Always some guitar vids running while working. Love it, Chad. Thomas, loved your... Oh, thanks. Okay. Sitting at work, cafeteria, and watching. Heck yeah, Tom. This is actually really interesting to hear about for you guys. I like getting to know you guys a little bit better. Newly retired with new Schecter Apocalypse. Heck yeah, Todd. You're living the dream. I don't gig till Friday again, so plenty of time. It's great, man. I don't leave till out of town till Friday also. Now that I'm doing this YouTube stuff, though, I feel like I constantly have work. Thinking of video ideas. I'm trying to, you know, so like... This, I do obviously appreciate when you guys tip me on here, or there's a Venmo in there, but don't feel like you have to. But it is still work for me, you know? It's great. I love that this is work, but today, right, I was like, I'm going to try and up my streaming thing a little bit. Even if it's not on your guys' end, on my end, this is a lot better. This software is way better. I should have been using this from the start, but, yeah, okay. Great solos in that video, you sent it. Hey, thanks, Joe. Which video are you talking about? The Madison video or the most recent one I did? Dude, the most recent video, the comments are all really positive. A lot of really good ones. There's not even 1% of mean ones. But one person did comment on that video. And to be honest, if you comment something like this, I just hide the user from the channel. Because I don't like the negative comments. But in that video, I can't even remember. What did the person say? Something like, you're not even that good at guitar. And I just instantly hide it. I'm not going to get on there and start keyboard warrioring with any people. But for the people that are on here and the real ones, it's like, you're right. You're right, man. I can play. But you know what? It takes more than that. I'm not playing hard stuff in Lanco. Born to Love You. I'm coming in and going... I could show any of you that riff right now, you know? Okay. Hey, thanks for the nice comment, though, Joe. Audio visual production for meetings at a hotel. Okay, cool, Jesse. Brownwater Well. Sorry that there's... it sounds like our lawn guys just got here, which is great for us, but I'm going to apologize now that that's going to be in the background. Programmer. Hey, what type of programmer are you doing? I don't know if you guys know this, but software dev was what I was doing before this. Native iOS. I also did some Android. Still do, actually, a little bit. I still maintain one contract. but there's not a ton of work on it. And I'm 98% music now. But I did that for a long time. Native iOS was the niche. WWDC just dropped. I haven't watched a bunch of the stuff for it, or it's going on right now. Not just dropped, but yesterday was the first day. But okay. Web architect. Okay, we got some computer people in here. I am a computer person and a gamer. I was director of IT at Penn State. Okay, Tom, look at all this. Hey, have you guys found this? For all my programming friends, when I got to college and I started doing programming, I went into computer science because I was like, I didn't want to do business. My dad did business and stuff, and I just felt like business was the default for a lot of people. And I wanted to do something different. I love computers. I always loved gaming, so I just said, I'll do computer science. Did not realize how difficult that would be. But I was really surprised at the link between people that are good at programming and also musicians. Maybe not all working musicians, but I met a lot of people that played music. Very interesting. Cell generators. Okay, Tim, right, yeah. Tim, printing ink branch manager. This is so fascinating, you guys. Because I see, like, some of these people, like Mark, I've seen you in here before. Joe, I see you in here. Jesse, I've seen a bunch of you guys a lot, so it's kind of interesting to know what you do. I don't know about these other guys, but I have my priorities in order. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you're saying because you're doing this. I work remote. Claims adjuster for insurance company. Lots of free time to game while working. Heck yeah, Joe, what games are you playing? Web developer. Dude, Chad, there's so many devs in here. This is kind of cool. You have more IT people here. Yeah, love it. My best friend is a claims adjuster. Oh, my chat just skipped down. I'm jealous of him working from home, yeah. I was gassing on your Tumnus and Bell when they had 15% off last week, but I passed. I have the Timmy, Duke of Tone, and Mini ODR1. Heck yeah. I've got the Tumnus on right now, actually. That's that Tumnus on. But I've been doing that a lot more where I'll just hit a that's that Tumnus, bro. That's that Tumnus. Which I have it set to not crazy gain. This is a lot lower output than my DGT. But okay, let me answer read a couple more of you guys' comments. I was really liking this. They're literally out there doing my yard right now, which is awesome. I'm glad they are. I hear them on the back. Sorry if that's kind of loud, you guys. Great idea, Tim. Hey, I don't drink much, but it makes me play sloppy. I agree, Tim. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting to the comment section where it's so true. Being in a band with a drummer that was an alcoholic. Yeah, Riley. So Riley knows. Gigging and drinking was fun in the 80s, not so much 2010. Police are not so cool to me on the way home. Yeah, even that's a factor, isn't it? If you're playing in town and you're driving home, I mean, dude, the Celtic musicians I know have less issues with drinking. Yeah, I wonder, I'm so deep in the country world of it, and what is every country song about? It's about drinking some beer, or drinking whiskey, or drinking wine. I mean, the whole culture is based around it. And we do that. Don't get that wrong. Like, Lanco has beers. I'll have a cocktail. But, like, it's nothing like I used to, man. I mean, we used to just be... I've taken one shot on stage with Lanco, and it was before the last song, and it was at a private event, and the guy running the event brought us up little shots. That's the only, no one else in Lanco. That is the only time I've ever seen anybody else take a shot. None of the guys do. But now I'm around fathers. I'm around people that are a little bit older than I am. I'm around committed husbands, you know. And that's just not the case with everybody. I got really lucky. I'm around a really good group of guys. That's great people where it's like when I'm 35, I want to be where that's at, you know. The stakes are also higher now too, man. I'm not just playing for, you know, $100 in a bar band. It doesn't matter if I'm drunk and not playing my best, you know. Like that doesn't fly now. Anyways, my opinion, of course. Hi Tim and everybody. Hey Steve. I have no idea how someone can play while being altered. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, man. Dude, I used to joke that I had to learn. Oh, he's right outside right now. I used to joke that. Sorry, I'm seeing the microphone level, you guys. I know it's really loud. He's just doing his lap right here. I used to joke that I had to learn how to play messed up. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Military contractor, Steve, right on. Jewelry store owner. 64, I have 12 guitars. Heck yeah, Jake. You got more than I do. Ben goes, Jake, you are not old, brother. There we go. Yeah, the new vids are great. Easy to be self-critical, but I thought you played great. Hey, thanks, Alex. How did you land the gig with Lanco? Is that what this comment's about to say? Also saw a video of you from 2017. You don't look any older today. Hey, the older I get, the more I like to hear that. I appreciate it, Roger. Dude, I landed the gig with Lanco from TikTok. Now, I'd spent years building up, playing, the skill set, all of that stuff. And they knew they needed a guitar player. And since Lanco's a band, they did not want to just hire a side player that's there to collect his check and whatever. They kept saying to me, the metaphor was, we wanted to plant a seed instead of replant a tree. And now I'm full out in the band and all the new media and everything. I think Wikipedia's already changed. I'm on the Wikipedia now and stuff. Because when I started, even this channel right here, if you guys went and looked it up, unless you went to their page and saw some pictures of me, I wouldn't, you know. But now, I'm in all the pictures, the videos, I recorded on this new music. Yeah, TikTok, man. I got straight up cold called from Brandon, the lead singer. And then how would I land it? I mean, that got my foot in the door. Then I fit in. I played good. I fit in with the music. I fit in with the guys. You know, and all that stuff's a really big factor, especially when you're dealing with a band, because it's like a family. It's not just, we're some side players and meet up for work. It's not the case. Okay, deliver for UPS. I'm a government contractor. I love reading these to you guys. I hope you don't mind that I'm not playing a ton right this second. Digital media company. I was computer science too at Penn. Nice, Thomas. Penn State. Okay, I was at Mizzou. Sales solutions for this is so fascinating to hear what you guys do. Software QA architect. Dude, so many software people. I'll tell you what, you guys. If this music thing doesn't work out, I'm going to be hitting y'all up with my resume. I do native iOS. Although at that point, if it doesn't work out, maybe everything's moving over to like a Vision OS type of thing. It is interesting because it seems like everything's moving that way. Right now, like, nobody wants to all day long wear that big bulky thing. But as soon as the form factor starts getting down, I think there'll be a point in my lifetime where I might be saying it to my grandkids, but be like, we used to carry these rectangles around. I stared at a screen all day. It wasn't just overlaid. If we can make the form factor right, I think that is a place a lot of things are heading. Guitar tech and builder here. Heck yeah, David. Working in the shop. Dude, that's awesome. Man, this is so cool hearing what you guys do. Intellectual property attorney. We've got a really diverse crew in here, don't we? Retired manufacturing and safety professional. Roger. Welder by trade, but unfortunately due to an accident now paraplegic. Wow, man. I did not know that. So now want to be a guitar player it is. Hey, you know what? At least you can still enjoy it, and at least you're still here with us, man. Right? I mean, it's crazy, but until you die, pretty much could always be worse, right? At least that's the outlook I have on a lot of stuff. If I lost both my hands, maybe I'd be you know what that made me think of? There's a guy with no arms. He must have been born with it. A Brazilian guy, I think, that I follow on Instagram. I can't remember his name. That plays guitar and plays guitar well with his feet. Y'all seen that shit? It's crazy. So if you need some inspiration to go practice, look up whoever that is. Okay. Self-taught, been at it now 25 years. Started as a dev, nice. I was in the Pride of Oklahoma, played French horn, and now, nice. Now many string instruments. Would you still recommend computer science degree? Neil, that's a hard question. In fact, Neil, why don't some of my software people in here answer that? Because I did not graduate. I dropped out because going into my junior year, I had an internship at a startup, then I had a job and I was going to keep going to school. And then I realized I could just full-time do that job. I'm learning on the job, gaining my experience, which that goes a lot farther than a degree. And all my CS people in here know that because CS stuff is a hard skill. It's a hard skill. I can say, here's the apps I've deployed. I can sit down and do a technical interview and pass the interview. It's just like guitar, you know? You either can do it or you can't. It's not just like, oh, I can like, you know. So I dropped out. And you know why I dropped out? I was getting paid at the time in 2014 and 15, $20 an hour as a college student. That was great money at the time for me. Now everything's kind of changed. You can make $20 an hour working at Target. But, you know, and you know what the big benefit was? There's no homework. I'd go home and I could play guitar all night, and I wasn't doing bad in school because I wasn't doing any homework. So it's hard. There's a lot of programs now. There's lots of boot camps and stuff. It's becoming more saturated, but they still need people doing that. So just depends. I don't know that it's worth it to go in full 4-year debt of college for the CS degree. I have a buddy that I played with for a year out on the road, and this is when I was working remote out on the road doing CS. Then I was doing some web stuff. This wasn't for my main skill set, which is like native iOS. Was Objective-C back in the day. Now it's Swift, which is still Swift. Swift is probably the language I'm best at. But he saw me doing that working remote, and he worked really hard for 6 months, teaching himself, doing projects, deploying little things, getting his GitHub going, just a bunch of example stuff. And within a year of hard work doing that, he had a job. I think he was out in San Francisco. He started, I think, at $78K. Living expenses higher out there, but worked remote, full-time job. He did an internship that then turned into a job. So, man, is it worth it to go into full debt for the CS degree? It just depends maybe on what you want to do. But I'd like to hear the other tech people's advice in here because it is kind of like guitar. It's a hard skill. If you can do it, no one cares. If you can do it, you know, the degree and stuff might help you get you in the door, but what will get you more in the door is past work experience, no doubt. Tell me if I'm wrong, CS people. Okay, let me go down. I've got tons of new comments, you guys. Tons of new ones. So let me... Wholesale distributor owner. 2 weeks since town burned down. Jeez. Oh, in Maui. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Glad you're all right, though. Chromatic Diesel Money Note. Yeah. What color DGT do you like? I like the one I've got. I've got McCarty Burst. I'll plug the DGT in here for you guys in just a second. Daisy Dark. Oh, wow. I'm really behind on the comments, you guys. Do I practice my stage presence? I did, yeah. Especially right before I was going to do the Lanco gig for the first time. First I sat and learned the songs. And I learned them, and I did nothing but listen to that set list until I played. There was not a single song on besides that set list anytime I had music on until I played. Listened, practiced, listened more. Then once I was comfortable with the songs, I was putting on a strap and standing up in freaking, I don't have a strap on. Standing up in my room and actively practicing that. Yes, now I play so much I don't have to practice it now. But right when I was getting the Lanco gig, you bet I did. You bet. DGT 15 to run with the DGT? I might. I just played one at the showroom here, the Artist Relations Room the other day. They're really cool amps, man. Really cool. It's the first time I got to play one. Hey, Ryan, thanks for the nice comment. I have not tried an Analog Man. Analog Man, the King of Tone. I have not, but a ton of players have that on their board, so... I don't find the Longmire bothersome. Okay, cool. There's a story, maybe not true, that Charles Mingus used to say, if you can't play stoned, then practice stoned. Yeah, well, Jason, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'll be super honest with you guys on here. is that, yeah, I used to smoke way more than I do now. Every once in a while I will now still, but I used to just, I mean, we used to be out on the road and all that drinking, all the time we were drinking, we were smoking the whole time too. And I will say that if you're comfortable on stage and you get in the right mindset, smoking doesn't debilitate your motor skills, but you can psych yourself out really hard if you're not used to that. And you get up there and start being like, or honestly, you can really get in the zone and it's amazing. But the drinking, dude, I mean, a little bit will give you some courage and you kind of just, some. But there's a pretty quick threshold that then your motor skills just go down. You can't drive a car when you're hammered. You're not going to be able to play guitar any better, right? So things to think about. But interesting comment on that, Jason. How much are you using your full drive 2 now that you have the Wampler pedals? Dude, I'm stacking it. So check this out. Like, here's just the bell. The bell's been my kind of always on drive. So if I'm doing stuff and I'm going, right? But if I go into solo, I might turn on a little bit of a delay and then stack the, like, here's just the bell. If I'm doing, whoops, let me turn off that delay. That's way too much. I'll turn on a slapback. That's just the bell. Stack that. Now the full drive stacked after. So it sounds pretty good stacked, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You know what I'll do sometimes too? That's the full drive stack. Let's stack now. So here's just the bell again. On the bridge pickup. Now let's stack the ODR1. I like stacking the full drive more because it's a little creamier. Still sounds good single coils like that too. It's not too muddy, but it's more saturated. Now check this out. I'll stack this tumness also. Why am I making myself struggle? Let me pull my board up here. Let me stack the tumness too. That's the tumness. And just depending, like here's just the bell. Just a little extra. That's none, just a little bit of grit on it. Now here's just the tumness. So all different flavors, right? Different flavors. Okay. Let me go and read some more. Okay, no judgment. I'm a tax/retirement plan lawyer, and yes, I have a PRS. Fire away. Hey, man. But I don't play the blues. Hey, Philip, you know what? No judgment at all, man. I know that is funny. They call it lawyers' guitars, right? They are expensive, but cheers from Canada. Hey, man. Okay. Guys, I'm about to miss some of your comments. I'm going to scroll down. I'm so behind on them. I'm just going to come up here. Composer and producer. I feel like I've done the opposite. I have a music degree and work in tech. Hey, Craig, you're making more money than I am. I promise that. Paul's guitar. Hey, how do you like that? I've not played one of the Paul's guitars. Heck yeah, this kid is wicked. Hey, what's up, Brandon? David Grissom is on the Tone Talk podcast. 4 p.m. Okay. I'm around today. Hey, I'm going to use this time too, guys, to plug lessons. I've got some lessons opening. I'm teaching a lesson tonight. I've got 2 more like in the books coming down. But if any of you guys are interested in that, please reach out. You can reach out via Instagram is the best way. On Instagram. Also on Facebook. I've gotten a couple lesson inquiries on Facebook. All of it's just my name. I'm going to get a website up. I'm meeting with, hey, any of you guys know Nikki V? I'm meeting up with him tomorrow morning, and he's, I think, got a really good website and like immediate lesson book. So I'm gonna try and get some info, use that same exact thing, and maybe, I don't know, maybe talk about some collab videos or something. We're just buddies on here, but I watch his stuff, and we seem to be kind of at a similar level YouTube wise. So he seems great. I'm excited to meet you, Nikki, if you're watching. He's probably not, but what's the full drive based on, and do you use both sides of it? Great question, Thomas. Before I did, I used to, when I really wanted that extra sack, I'd hit the boost. I don't know what it's based on. I can tell you, I've got the MOSFET one, and I keep, there's two little toggle switches. One's MOSFET or standard. I keep it up at MOSFET. And then I don't do there's a comp cut, which is just like a good clean boost, full mid setting, or a vintage setting. I use the vintage setting because I'm using it for more of that creamy, you know. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's still. You know, but here's it with both sides. So this is just one. A little intense now. Now I'm not using the boost as much now that I have the Tumnus and Bell, because I'm just stacking those. Sometimes I've done it a couple times where I stack the Tumnus, the Bell, and the full drive, or the Tumnus, the Bell, and the ODR1. I mean, you know, just playing around. It's fun. Okay. The more I drink, the better I think I play. That is a common thing, isn't it? That is funny. With Lanco, did they require you sing to a certain level? Also, how much singing do you have to do? Okay, Neil, great example, and I'll give you guys a little bit of inside baseball right now. Brandon probably wouldn't like this. They didn't require me to sing. They've already got the harmonies covered. Everybody runs tracks. Well, there's a couple people that don't. Cody Johnson is really vocal about not running tracks. He also has a big band, so you know, a lot of newer country artists, a pedal steel might be a main lick in it, and they're brand new. They can't afford to hire a pedal steel player. They need a guitar player first, or a bass player. And now I'm starting to see a lot of groups that are even starting with just drums and guitar and putting bass in the tracks. So we run tracks. Everybody you see runs tracks. Not everybody, 98% of all country acts. Honestly, not any act, but in the country world. Because it is one of those things where, like, there's certain noises, like Taylor Swift has probably a huge band, and they're playing a ton of stuff, but there's still probably some stuff in the tracks to do a big whoa, you know, a big sub drop or something. So how much singing did I do? Off the bat, I want to be able to sing a basic background harmony part confidently when we go on full headline tour in the fall. That's the goal. Right now, I can hear my voice. There's a microphone up for me for there. I think I'm only in front of house for one part, and it's us going la da 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 la da 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 la da da da, and it's, you know, so there are some clips and stuff when it looks like I'm kind of singing. I am for me, and I'm practicing because I can hear it. But Chandler and Jared are doing all the real, like, live background harmony stuff. So I didn't have to, but if you can sing, you're a lot more marketable. Let me tell you, you're gonna get more gigs. Saw Tim singing some harmony on the last vid. Yes, and that was the one part where I actually was. Because we were doing the la, right? That's the one part where I actually do it. In there, I'm actually, I think, put out in front of house. You have great tone. Hey, thanks, Thomas. Oh, hey, hold on just a second. Hey, you guys. The long guy just rang the doorbell. Give me a second. I'm going to come right back. Hey, good. How you doing? Hey. Okay. I know everybody left. Barely anyone left. I don't know how y'all did that. Okay. They someone's got to have a YouTube channel on just talking to long guys. Stacy's our long guy. Does a great job with his son. But he's gonna do something with our flower beds out front that he wanted to ask about. Okay, so I'm back, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if the camera's not low enough for you to see Olive sneaking around. Olive, come here. You want to be on camera? Oh, the mower started going again. She's not about the mowers. Thanks for hanging out for a second, you guys. All right, let me answer some more questions. I'm still missing some. I see some more ones. Lanco. Yeah, Lanco. Ha! Okay. Nikki V is a guitar player for Shenandoah currently. Yeah, Nikki's really nice, man. I'm excited to see him. School versus experience. You can be self-taught if you have mentors that guide you. Knowing what to learn is a challenge. Tom, I agree. Software especially. Software is almost harder than guitar-wise because there's so many directions you can go, man. So many. So that's how normally when people are first asking me about starting on their own, you look up some basic tutorials, and then I like recommending the phone stuff because I liked it because it's a little more tangible. I can make some software and like kind of touch it. That's what got me into the iOS stuff. Well, unknowingly, I just started working for a startup that was doing iOS contracts, and then I was like, this is fun. I can make it and like make it swipe, or now they have so many systems that already do that stuff. But there was a point where I had to actually make the cell swipe, pull over to add to queue or whatever, But yeah, that's hard. There's so much out there, and I think the biggest challenge for people trying to self-taught is like, what do I do? So build your first little website, or if you're interested in the app stuff, look up Ray Wenderlich. Oh, they changed their name. I can't remember what they changed their name to, but I say try and follow one of those like My First App step-by-step tutorials and see if you can even just follow that. And then a lot of it relies on your problem-solving skills. It's really just it's just intense problem-solving puzzle. How good are you at kind of doing puzzles, honestly? It's like one big hard puzzle. Can you sit in front of a computer for a long time? Let me shut this door too. Oh, Olive, okay, come in here if you want, but the door's going closed. So, yeah. Lots of good software stuff. Do you run Click and Track? And is that important? Yes, we do. We do run Click and Tracks, and it helps for we have lots of open-ended talking points where there's audio going behind us, and I'm playing kind of swelly stuff. I might be playing stuff like this. Before Born to Love You, Brandon's talking, and I might be going. Whatever. And those click and cues are going to let us say, okay, here comes the intro now. He hits go once Brandon's done talking. It goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm in a Born to Love You. So it is very important, actually. And it helps us just kind of keep on. You could do it with drum clicks, stick hits, but don't know if Mingus ever commented, lol. Okay. Really enjoying your channel and your playing. Very tasteful, great tone. Hey, thanks, man. I've been playing on and off for a while and getting more serious now. Have you tried the vegetarian? I know what you're talking about. Just got one. I've never tried one. I see those, though. A lot of people use that. Olive, unfortunately, was in here when I closed the door. She's not about it. Say hello. Someone tipped her last time, $5, said kitty treats. She looks sad, but that cat is a big, what do you call it? Ragdoll. Are you wireless? Yes. And the Madison show I was wireless, but the last one we just did at CMA Fest, festival style, it's just a plug. But most of the time, yeah, we're on wireless. And that's part of like, we order backline before we go to a show like that when we're flying, and we have a wireless system. Okay. Is there a video of the acoustic gig Lanco get it? Okay, Joe, I just have some clips, and I'm going to go kind of Tom Bukovac style, just put up a random video. I have some clips, and I'm going to put up the clips of it. I was going to put that in my other video, but I want to keep the clips a little longer of like us. We have like all of Greatest Love Story that my dad just recorded. They're just videos my parents recorded on their phones, but they look good enough to put up. That last video would have been demonetized. That's why also, if you guys notice, I really only put in the guitar solo clips and just a little bit of the singing, so it doesn't get demonetized, even though I'm in the band. Maybe I could get whitelisted for it or something, but yeah. Great solo. I love playing on. Okay, the guy's long guy is shaking Tim down for cash. No money, no money. He actually had pine straw left over from a job and wanted to do it, and he said, "I won't charge you for anything." He was a really good long guy, and they're very cheap. It's him and his son. Okay, let's interview the long guys. Probably amazing. Oh, amazing musician on the side, you guys. Great story right here with the lawn person, not the lawn person. Right before the lawn person today, we had our gutters. We're under a big tree. We got to get our gutters clean. So the gutter guy came to give an estimate. I was playing guitar, trying to set up for the stream and get some stuff set up. He rang the doorbell. He's a guy within, I don't know, he's got to be within less than 10 years, 5 years of my age. And dude, he goes, first thing he was like, shakes my hand, and he goes, "Were you the one playing guitar?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, nice. You a musician in town?" So that guy's been in town. The guy that came to do the estimate for the gutters, been in town 8 months. He's a drummer. I've played on Broadway a couple times and stuff. So I spent more time talking to him about, he was asking, I mean, he's new. I've been here for 8.5 years or whatnot, so some advice and whatnot. And he asked who I played for, so we were talking about Lanco and whatever and stuff. But isn't that funny? Yeah, it's super true. Welcome to Nashville. That's a classic Nashville thing. The guy coming to do my gutters is an aspiring drummer and plays downtown. He plays some, but he's brand new. Okay, Tim Live. Hey, what's up? I bet he's a solid sweet picker. Yeah, him, not me. Okay, Lanco sounds like a landscape company. It could be. Tim giving him construction, he's got a song idea to run. This is funny, you guys. These comments are good. Nick, hey Tim, discovered your channel a couple days ago and been really enjoying your content. Hey, thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. More to come. I know I read that on a lot of your guys' comments, but I don't know what else to say. More to come. Lanco. I'm going to Nashville in October. How busy is Roberts in the fall? You'll be able to get to Roberts. Definitely. You know, if you want to show up for the Luke McCreary thing, which honestly is what you should show up for. Roberts is great in general, and during the day you'll be able to get in no problem. But you'll be able to get in. I would show up for Luke McCreary. I think they play, it's Kelly's Heroes. They play from, I think Thursday through Sunday, 6 to 10. And Luke, I think Luke is like 22 years old. And if you come down here on Broadway that day, I promise you it will be the best guitar player you see. I can't play anything like that. I mean, Luke's on that other world, dude. He is so good. I've gone in there and just listened. I'm too nervous to even go talk to that kid. I don't play. If he's around, I don't even play. Really good. Any tips on learning the cage system to make learning it? Sure, Rick. I'll talk about that right now. We'll do a little bit of a video. Olive is a puffball. I did not think about how much a cat like that sheds when I bought her, because I'd never owned an animal before. Our tracks are on a laptop. Yes, and there's 2 MacBooks. They're redundant and running at the same time, so if one died, they're sitting on a special fan thing. And then they're triggered through MIDI input that's fired by an SPDX that our drummer fires. That's how we do it. I'll talk about the cage system here in a second. She gave you the look. Yeah. Oh, that cat does love me. Major and minor, chord scales, arpeggios. It's mountain, go climb, Rick Smith, awesome. Heck yeah. Is it normal for the long guy to give you grass clippings? I don't think so. Do I like playing metal? Roach, I never listened to it. I don't know how. I'm no good at it, at least. Okay, I'll go into a little bit of like actual talking teaching, because you're asking about the cage system. This is how I teach the cage system. And if you want to do a lesson at one point, same thing, I'll plug the lessons again. I am working on filming a really high quality version of me talking about this. Lots of people have that. But the reason anyone wants to book a lesson with me isn't because I'm teaching them something 1,000 other people can teach them. It's because they want to book it with me. And same with any other teacher, right? You're selling yourself more than just the... so I'm going to make a video on that, because I'm teaching a lot of people the same thing, which is some of this cage stuff I'll kind of talk about right here. And I could offer it for a lower price, and you always have it with diagrams, close-up shots, the whole 9 yards. And that way, if you don't want to spend, I do $1 a minute for the lessons, so an hour-long lesson is $60. I'll do a 45 one too if you'd like. But yeah, that way I could offer it to more people cheaper, and this seems to be what I'm teaching all the time. So this is obviously a expedited version of that, because I do want you to take a lesson. But like cage system, how do you go about it? This is how I teach people. Start in E, and you just need to run through all 5 of the chord shapes. There's only 5, C, A, G, E, D. And those are based off of our open chords, right? So C, A, G, E, D. Now I'm just thinking major chords too. I'll talk about minor chords in a second. Oh, I gotta keep this down because I got the stupid bracelet on. So, like, what is that? And you might already know this, but I'll explain it like I'm teaching. So, like, if we're doing C, this is a C major chord, right? Your open C, the one we all know, all love. Good old fashioned. Okay, so the cage system is taking that open shape and moving it up and turning it into a bar chord. How do you figure that out on your own? This is a big part of my lessons, is like I'm not always just saying put your finger here, put your finger here, put it here, put it here. The goal is to empower you to figure it out when I'm not sitting there, right? Not just, okay, it's 5, 4, 6, 7. None of that. How do I find that shape on my own? It's like the teach a man to fish thing, right? So let's say this is a C and C major. We want to play an E major, but in C shape. So what does that mean? How do you find that? Well, you're going to come down here, and this is your shape. Now, when you're down here in your open shape, there's one main thing you need to know. You need to know where your root is, your lowest root. Here it's under our ring finger. It's this C note. That's what makes it a C chord, right? That's part of what makes it a C chord. C major. So, to make that a bar chord, we're going to have to move up. It means we got a bar. When I'm down here, look, the nut is doing the bar for me. So, when we move up, I need my pointer finger to do the job on the nut. So, to find the shape, you're going to come down here and play that open C shape, but you're not going to, any of these shapes, you're not going to use your pointer finger. No pointer finger, because you're going to need that as we go up to bar. So, I'm going to grab my C shape without my pointer finger, because my pointer finger would be the nut right here. See, the nut's doing the job of it. I'm scooched a little farther back than I want to be while I'm talking to you about this. All right, so no pointer finger. So there's our C chord. So now I need to move my pinkies now under the root. I need to move my pinky on that same string, keeping the same shape, up to an E note. So I know C, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E flat, E. Okay? So now that I'm on E, I'm going to make that same shape. Now see, this structure of my hand is just this. It's the same. And then I'm the rest of my finger. Now a lot of people, especially when I'm teaching the C shape, are coming up and doing this. You're just working harder than you need to. You don't need to bar all that. If you look back, you only need to bar that G and high E string. You know, those are the only open ones up here. So don't overwork yourself doing this for the C shape. You don't need that. It's just here. You just come up and that's an E major in C shape. So how do I teach it? I teach it in E. We start on E, and we're just going to do all the shapes. E and E shape, E and D shape, E and C shape, E and A shape, E and G shape. It starts over. And that's like level 1. Level 2 is starting to identify the intervals you're playing in it. Then the pentatonic scale around it, then the major scale around it. Because there, in any shape, if I'm playing out of E right here, I know I'm playing a 1, major third, 5, 1, major third. I know that the pentatonic there, I'm going to be going... I know the major scale is going to be... And once you do that, and you know that for every shape, I can drone my E string and go... I just transitioned up to the C shape right there. I didn't put my pinky down, you know. I'm in G shape right now. Little blues lick up out of the E shape. You know, so that knowledge all combined allows me to go up and down the fretboard, and knowing those intervals lets me know where I can land my phrases consistently on a chord tone that sounds good. Because listen, if I'm on E, see how I just went straight into A right there? I went to the 4 chord because I started targeting. That's the straight arpeggio. Okay, obviously it's getting more advanced, but that's the root of that knowledge. That will get better. That's where you start. That's where you start. All right, guys. Okay, obviously that's a muted version. I would be going through each shape with you and talking about the intervals, and then just trying to help you connect the dots for where you're at in an actual one-on-one lesson. Which, guys, I think for 10,000 subscribers, once I get there, I don't have a lot to like just give away right now gear-wise, but I'm at least going to give away a lesson. I need to figure out how to do a giveaway on YouTube, but I'm at least going to give away a free lesson to one of you guys, at the very least. So, anyways, okay. Let's see. Do you like playing? Okay, what was the first bit of theory I should learn? I've been playing tabs and learning songs. I don't know much otherwise. Okay, I'd start with just the major scale. I know that some of this is going to sound boring, but the major scale, you could look up what makes up a major chord. Any chord. Like, there's 4 real flavors you need to learn, and it's major, minor, dominant 7, and major 7. And those are kind of the 4 main, honestly, Guthrie Trap talks about that a lot. But it's true. Those are the 4 main flavors you're going to be playing over. Here's a major chord. Here's a minor chord. Here's a dominant 7 chord. Here's a major 7 chord. But yeah, so I'd start maybe just learning some of those things, because the way I teach the case system is then instead of just completely being like, we're going to go minor now and learn a whole new set of shapes, it's more powerful if you know what makes a minor chord. So I know here I have my 1 major third 5, 1 major third. Okay, that's a major chord. What's a minor chord? It's all the same except the third is a minor third. The third is a half step down from the major third, right? So I can look at my current shape, and once I know I'm playing the 1 major third 5, 1 major third, I can say here's a major third. To make it minor, I need to lower it a half step, and then I've got right here in A position, 1 5 1 major third. Okay, my major third's on that B string. To make it a minor chord, I need to lower it a half step, and that's why it turns into. So when you're armed with that knowledge, you can just work off those major cage shapes. Start thinking, okay, I want a dominant 7th chord. I want the 1 5 dominant 7. And then once you really start working, you don't have to use the whole chord. I might come up with just... You know, you get some of that kind of... There, I'm thinking that whole time I'm just playing over a dominant 7th chord. I'm in the dominant 7th kind of context. That's where you get that. Dominant 7th's great because I can hit that. That blues, you know, that major and minor. You're going to go. Okay, I talked for a long time ago about that. Long time about that. When a musician joins a band that's already going like Lanco, do they normally get a salary or paid per gig? So I think it's different for every group, right? The one thing, like, I'm super open about everything on here, right? I'm not going to get into what or how I get paid, but it's different for every group. Every group. I have friends that play with big artists that are on salary, and I have friends that play with big artists and are just on a really good per show pay. You know, you kind of have to think about it too, because there's a point, like if you're doing a front of house and your band starts blowing up and you're at $400 a show or something, so just whatever, or 200, any number, 300, doesn't matter. If you're only playing 30 dates a year, that's not that much. Now, if all of a sudden you start playing 150 dates a year, you start making a little bit more money. So there's a certain point where then, like, crew member, it would be like, okay, we're going to have you out for this many dates a year. On the business side of it, it makes more sense to say we're going to give him a salary, because you're actually making less money. You're getting a constant, consistent paycheck, but, you know, if you're making $800 a show and you're playing 100 dates a year, you know. So everybody's different. Everybody's different. Which metal PRS head amp is this? This is the HDRX 20, and I love this thing, man. Underneath it, I got a Bella Reverb that sadly is sick. Needs to go to the shop. But I'm running through this HDRX 20. I'm running through the Bella Reverb cabinet down here, which I love, 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 love. But, yeah, some good stuff, man. Hey, Cal, I'm just gonna call you Cal. $5, first tip of the day. Thank you. Great to see you in here as always, man. I had a great time at the CMA Fest. You showed us a couple of the 12-bar blues turnarounds that are good to have in our toolbox. Okay. Hey, great question. Hey, thanks for the tip, man. Let me drink some coffee. Let me get a little. I will tell you guys, I'm not going to do this live on stream. At least get it out. But I do nicotine. I will say that. Okay. My custom 22 has a dull G string. Maybe a nut issue or bridge. It could be. It could be. I'd just take it to someone that maybe knows. 12-bar turnarounds. You know, a thing I do a lot is that I love doing that kind of coming back around to the 5, you know, where if I'm going. You know, it's interesting. It's not even just a specific lick, maybe, that I'm talking about. I love playing a little blues thing like that and then tagging the. So I'm sliding from the minor third to the major third in root of the 5 chord. of the 5 chord, not the 1. We're in the key of A there. But going to that. But I do love doing that. You could modify that. You go. Could do it up that. But you could kind of play any lick, and if you just lead someone's ear to the, you know, I could go. See how I walked up to that, right? Is that the key of A? Yep, I'm in the key of A. So this is a great practice thing, you guys, is practicing that. And like here I'm working all out of that E-shaped A. You know? But try it down in this one. So I try to come up, when we're working on the cage system with people, like the next level that I'm kind of working on is say, okay, a lot of people are really familiar with doing something like that in this shape. Why don't we come up to C shape? You know, lock yourself in a starting shape that you're not as used to and try and work out of it. But see how your ear went with it. Hey, the $9. Thank you, Anu. Here you go. Thanks for the tips in your videos. Hey, thanks for the tip, literally. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. I love doing this, man. I love doing this. And it might not be way different for you guys, but for me, the stream setup that I have right now is way better. I'm never not using this again. The software is way better. Let me go back and, wow, just looked, and that G has a pretty deep groove on the 2nd and 3rd frets. That's it. That's it. That's exactly what it is. Because if it's in tune when it's open and then you start, that's going to be why. Also, you guys, it is freezing in here, and I'm about to go turn the air down. Sorry, hold on. Still have the air set to our sleeping temperature, and it is not warm. Okay, also gonna put on some little slippers. Oh, okay. Hey, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate that. Working on that pinky strength. Hey, that's great, Joe. I know it's hard, man. Are you cool doing lessons with older guys who've been playing a while but have some... Philip, I think that's the most of my lessons. I think most of my community on here, it's crazy. If you look at my analytics, almost 50% of the people watching are 45 plus. You know, which is awesome. So, yeah, absolutely. I've met so many of you guys in here doing lessons and stuff, and I can't thank you guys enough for doing it. And I just love teaching, man. I really like it. So I'd teach a beginner, but because of the way people are finding my lessons through YouTube, I think they're already watching me talk about concepts that, you've already been playing some if you're exploring, cage system. Or, okay, I want to get out of the pentatonic. All that stuff, I was just playing all that blues stuff is not just pentatonic. It is, but it's mixing major and minor, you know? I'm not just going to... That works, and you want to keep that in your bag. right there, though. You start mixing that major and minor, it's that sweeter sound. I go. What was I trying to do? I was trying to go to the major 2. Trying a little bit of drive for that. Okay. Just an aside, like and subscribe. Hey, thanks, Philip. I appreciate you guys saying that. This new thing, I don't think I can see the new likes or subscribes. Filter. Super chats, subscribers, members, merch. I don't know, merch. I've got this new system. Refresh chat, yeah. I don't know that I can see how many likes are on the stream, but I do appreciate it, regardless. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Moving to Nashville later this month. Happen to find your channel. It's been so fun watching. Hey, absolutely, Alex. Absolutely. I hope this helps, man. I really do. This is it's good info. 73. It's great, Jim. Let's get a lesson going, man. What I found too for some of the people in that demographic that I teach is that you probably have more time to play. If you're retired stuff, man, got more time. I've also met a bunch of people that have played some on and off, and then COVID hit and they picked it back up. Met a lot of people doing that. Ain't Nobody's Business is a great song with many chord shapes. It's got a bunch. There's a song loaded with chords used for practice. I don't think I know. Who's that by? I probably do know it and don't know it. 51. Nice tips. Hey, thanks, Catch 55. And a drummer, not guitar. I'm happy to help you on guitar. Oh, I won't be able to do anything for you on drums, but I like your personality and teaching style. Thanks, Anu. I appreciate you guys. This is awesome. Do you find it useful to have a strict practice routine in the sense of strictly working on the same thing every day, or do you loosen it up by working on whatever you feel like at the time? I loosen it up and work on whatever I feel like at the time. But I play a ton, so there's always stuff in my mind that I'm thinking like I'm trying to work on. And sometimes if it's I'm trying to get better at alternate picking, which I am, I will be sitting just going, trying to not hold the pick so hard, a little bit lighter, get it fat, you know. That's a great lick. They're going. I don't have that super clean yet. But like yesterday, I told you guys I went and saw John Osborne. Super inspired by that. I came home. Bro, I was learning John Osborne licks. That freaking. That's a killer lick. I picked that one up from him yesterday. Over the 4 chord, man, that's a good lick. Another cool one I learned from yesterday, I'm still practicing, is going. Ah. That cool stuff. So see, when I'm working on something like that, I'm thinking, okay, I've got the lick down. I need to slow it down because I'm trying to play it at speed and I can't do so. Okay. And put your soul into it and people will listen. I think so. 69 here. Yep, older guy who still likes to rock. Heck yeah. And I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I really do. Of course I do. Hello from Holland. What's up, Antoon? From Holland. Good to see you. Great stream. Thanks for doing this. Alas, the day job back in part. Hey, good luck. Thanks for hanging out. Freddie King. Oh, Freddie King. Okay. Seeing Osborne on Saturday, dude. Unbelievable. All I want to be able to do is what he does. That's what I want. Unbelievable. It's amazing. Amazing. What a player, dude. What a player. My God. I mean, just like, dude, if you don't listen to the Brothers Osborne, you might not even like the music. Look up the Live at the Ryman album from 2019. Look up the Brothers Osborne, listen to that album, and listen to the guitar. God, dude. What a monster. An absolute monster. I mean, dude, right now, like, I've always been kind of into John Osborne, but after that other night, he is the current favorite guitar player. I mean, that dude is just... The Lanco guys know them really well. I got to meet TJ at the ACM Awards. John went there, and I wish he was, because I would have been like, dude, teach me. How do I do this? Hey, Tim, which Strat is fuller and warmer sounding, the Fender or the SE? Oh, both are full. They're in different ways. The Fender I have has noiseless pickups on it, so it's warmer because it's not as bright. But this, because it's brighter, does the country thing a little bit better. You know, it's got a little more clarity. Does more of the country thing, right? Right here. I'll plug in the Strat, the normal Fender Strat. This is a 2003 American Deluxe that I bought in 2010. I was in high school. This is the first good guitar I ever owned, and I'll never get rid of it. So this, if I go straight back to the bridge pickup, do the same thing I just did. I'm also noticing off the bat, pickups are hotter output, but... Still does it, you know? This has got a little bit more of that. We'll turn the bell on for that. Or the classic, right? So, it's a good guitar. Great guitar. You know, does all that stuff. The friggin'... Whoops. Jacks are in their boxes. In the clouds they've gone to bed. Well, however that goes. What's another good one on that? That's what it isn't. I gotta take this damn bracelet off. I wore this for some video stuff we were doing yesterday because I like the bracelet. But man, it doesn't do shit for guitar playing. Let me tell you. That's a hard lick to play. It's a hard lick. Okay. I played for a while. Oh, without answering any of your guys' questions. Oh, yeah. Tim, were you at the CMA thing on? That's where I just saw him on Sunday. Incredible. Although that was on TV. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Always had trouble seeing the scale outside of chord tones. How are you finding notes outside the chord? I'm thinking, Charles, just about the major scale wrapped around. So if here's your chord tones, I'm an E. In a C shape, I'm thinking. I just have that committed to memory, kind of. Watch me practice a little bit too here, you know. See how when I'm not hitting something exactly right, I take a second, I slow it down. Take a second, slow it down, like that Pride and Joy thing didn't hit right the first time. I just you know, slow it down. I'm late. Let's start this over. What's up, Basil? Thankfully, it should be up for you to watch afterwards. In fact, I'm coming up on an hour and 30 minutes. In an hour and 45 minutes, I'm going to hop off, guys. So we got a little more time, about 15 minutes I'm going to hang out. In my opinion, the best Aven is Port St. Joe. I agree, Mark. I think that's my favorite too. Got some killer seats. My friend asked me to go months ago. I didn't know them. Now I practice that same song every day. Great interview with him on Shredding with Shifty. Dude, I was just watching. Dude, that's where I just picked that lick up from. The Shredding with Shifty or whatever his name is. On that effort. Man, what a lick. And same with that. This guitar doesn't have the best intonation. It's old. It's also got a big. I was just looking. This thing's just getting worse. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that crack in there? It's not a crack. It's just in the paint. But I mean, this thing's got all kinds. Not all kinds, but enough. You know, this thing is worn. Mark Ellis. Oh, hey. Okay, let me scroll down. I think you just tipped. Dude, $10. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the tip, Mark. Guys, I really appreciate that a lot. I seriously do. It makes coming on here is worth it in general, but make just a little bit of money from it too, man. It's awesome. Definitely helps me out, you know. I really appreciate that, Mark. Thanks, guys. How much time do you usually spend on learning stuff by ear? Listening to a song and figuring out by ear. I just started putting that into my practice routine, and I'm kind of struggling with it. Nick, it's hard. It's not easy, but I've spent a lot more time on that because it's really important. I neglected that for way too long. I was just looking up even videos where I was watching someone's hand, you know, so really important. Definitely do that. Definitely do it. It's great. Don't overwork yourself on it. So if you're not getting something or whatnot, just come back to it. And Joe, hey, thanks for the 10. Coffee on me. Hey, thanks, Joe. I'll be buying that coffee with Nikki V tomorrow morning. So thanks, man. I appreciate your guys' tips a lot. Seriously. I don't like coming on here and being like, tip me, because you don't have to. But I really appreciate the people that do. Of course I do, you know. I say of course I do. Maybe there's some people that don't, but who wouldn't? I remember in one of your videos said you couldn't sing backup vocals on a gig. Now you've got a good voice, man. You should sing. Hey, thanks, Joe. I'm working on it. It's just me practicing a little bit more. I guess you heard me for a second there trying to do the F. Let's see, I'm in E. After all, laying the boxes. Happiness staggering on down the street. The footprints, I don't know all the words. Another $9. Hey, thanks, you guys. It's at the end of the stream, too. Well, about the end. I'm going to go for a little more than 10 minutes, but Sam, good hang. Looking forward to see you hit 10K subs. Thank you. At 10K, I want to see if I can do another type of giveaway, but at the very least, I'm going to just give away a lesson. I got to do something, right? I want to celebrate it, so thanks, you guys. I really appreciate you supporting me and stuff. I've got some cool stuff coming, too. Some stuff I can't even talk about yet, but so you might see me on some other YouTube pages you know about. So I'm really excited about that, man. Really excited. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's keep answering a couple questions. Maybe I should come on here and start practicing my singing. Be super vulnerable with you. How about that? Thanks for that, though, Joe. Keep that funk alive. Heck yeah, Jim. Heck yeah. That's where we get like the, I love doing the friggin'. Right? wish I could. YouTube will demonetize my video if I play backing tracks, but I wish I could on here, you guys. Okay. How do your bandmates feel about your YouTube channel? Extra exposure has to be a bonus, right? Yeah, I think so. I think there's an extra part of like the band and doing the thing that doesn't always come with like being so vulnerable, and I am pretty behind the scenes and vulnerable in some of my videos, just in kind of like giving you the real life, exactly look what it's like. But everybody's been really supportive. There's obviously certain times, there's been certain things that I want to vlog or show you guys that it's just not the vibe to be having a camera up and doing. So I gotta respect that. But the bandmates have been really cool about it, and they all follow it. You know who loves it is the bandmates' parents. Bandmates' parents have all found my YouTube, and I think for them they get an extra inside look into. They've always heard about what they're doing. They're going on the road. I played a show in Madison this week, and they see like the recap video. But watching my video, they get to see like actually what we're doing, where we're staying, what sound checks. And I think oddly enough, the parents really like it because it's giving them an inside scoop on like what their children are doing. But yeah, so they're cool about it. I gotta be respectful, and the Lanco stuff comes first, but I'm able to do it and pretty much stay out of everybody's way. That's kind of my goal, is to not be too, hey, Hendrix work, hey, thanks, guys. I always like Pine Knob, seen some really good shows there. I've never been there. Welcome to one of the best new YouTube channels. Hey, dude, thank you so much. I love that you guys are loving it. I love it. Thanks. From Switzerland, what's up, Reaper? Hello. Okay, hey Tim. Play some Pride and Joy on acoustic. Now that's tough. I've got my acoustics in the case. I'll break, you know what, you guys, one of these, look out. The next stream I do, I'll come on and with just my acoustic. I'll play some acoustic for you for a little while. How about that? Okay. Dude, more tips, you guys. Thank you so much. That stuff adds up. I really appreciate you guys. Seriously. Charles, loving the content, man. Keep being you and give us the good stuff. Hey, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm so glad you are. I really am. And nothing will change. Hopefully, my camera and audio situation, I'll be able to, in not too long, up a little bit. But the content's going to be the same. It's just me going to work. I'm honestly just taking you guys to work all the time. But I really can't thank you guys enough for the tips. I keep saying that, but I'm going to say it for everybody that does, because you can't not thank people. So Charles, I appreciate you, and thank you. Learning stuff by ear. Oh, okay. Whoops, I scrolled up too hard. I was in the middle of reading some comments. When you were committing scales to memory, how much time did you spend running them up and down versus noodling around with them? I like it when you pick up and use the epic at the same time. Epic. I like it when you pick up and use the neck pick. I'm not sure. I like it when you pick and use the pick at the same time. I see what you're saying. The hybrid pick stuff. Scale wise, I mean, there's a point where you do have to sit down and just be like, okay, I'm playing an E at an E C shape, and I've got to learn. But I'm in my A shape, and you got to learn. So I definitely spent time sitting and doing that, but then once you get kind of comfortable with it, I just start trying to make more music out of it. Even just going. See how there I'm just playing through the notes, so that's good practice too. Once you start getting that, where you start connecting them with sound, I'm just going. But then being able to land it, right? Going. Maybe I go up to the 4 chord. went on a tangent there, but the 15, John, you guys are going crazy with the tips right now. You guys are the best. No, not even a comment, but John Smith will give you a shout out. Give you a shout out, no doubt. Man, I really appreciate it, you guys. It's like it's just, yeah, it's really great. It's really great. This is, yeah, I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Waiting for cheese bread. Yeah, I waited for that cheese bread. The thing too is the cheese bread at the time would have sounded even better, but we literally 6 minutes before that had eaten a full lunch, so I was stuffed. I had 2 brats and a hot dog, a big hot dog, like a huge one, and any food sounded terrible. But the lady was super sweet. She brought us cheese bread, and she wanted to, and it was good. So, Tim, get the Beach Boys' Endless Summer album and learn the harmonies on the songs. That's a great idea, Chris. I never even thought about that. Wow, damn good idea. Really good idea. I'm in high cotton today. What does that mean, Jimmy? Tell me what that means. I've heard that, but I don't know that I know what that means. I wish there are more bands like Sly and the Family Stone today. Yeah, they'd rip. Acoustic Along, yep. You know, listen to JJ Gray? I don't know him. It's a Beautiful World. Ever hear of Drew Hale? Okay. I would check him out. Thanks. John, not Josh. Although Josh Smith is a killer guitar player if you guys aren't hip to him. But what's the next guitar you're looking to buy? We are never satisfied. Great question. Okay, I'm going to exclude PRS stuff from it. Exclude PRS stuff. Actually, I was going to say I don't know, because there's things I want. I'd love a great 335, you know. I'm an artist with PRS. I love their stuff. I use it day in, day out. I use it on all the gigs. But I'd love a good 335. An old OG Telly would be cool. But you know what? The real next guitar I'm going to buy is an acoustic. I'm going to upgrade my acoustic, man. Yeah. You know what? I'm saying that. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Let me get the acoustic out for a second. I think I gotta take from our acoustic gig, I got the sound hole cover on. Now, this is a killer guitar. The strings are as dead as can be, and the fretboard is as dirty as can be. But the pickup in this I do not like, so check it out. This is the only acoustic guitar I own. This is Martin 0015 from 2001. It still has the little gold foil thing on it. This is a really good guitar. Really good. Set up one time a decade ago. One time, never needed it again. Now watch, I'm going to break a string trying to do this. I shouldn't have said it. Getting this thing out's always a bitch. Come on. Nice and easy. Don't need to apply too much pressure at once. Don't break a string. We did it. Okay. This is the 0015, guys. I'll get a little bit closer. Hopefully the audio's good. I'll actually turn the audio up a little bit. I've already turned down a little bit. There we go. Test. I don't know if it's in tune. A style of stuff you guys probably don't see me play a lot, because I don't play acoustic on stream a lot. I'll play some stuff I made up. What do y'all think? That's a great picking technique. All that slap hit stuff all comes from learning. All that type of stuff. Or now that's just slapping like this. There, I was using the bone part of my hand on that bridge. I'm going. It's hard because it's on the down hit. Down, down. Someone said pride and joy on acoustic. That sight to the blind. My baby loves me till the end of time. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. Says she's my sweet little thing. I'm her little lover boy. Ha! Ooh, it's fun jamming on acoustic, man. I haven't pulled out my acoustic in a second. You guys want to hear some other cool stuff I've written? It's the stuff I think is cool. It's okay if you don't. Okay, let me answer a couple of you guys' questions. Acoustic jam is fun. Acoustic jam is fun. You guys don't get to hear me too, like, the electric's so much noodling and this and that. On acoustic, I play a lot more parts. I've written a lot of, everything I was just playing was, like, just stuff I've made up and written. So, what's the next guitar I'm looking at getting? All to answer your question way back at is, I love this guitar. It's a small body, it's a 000 size. I'd love a Dreadnought, like an HD 28 or something. I'd love one of those. And I think the next real guitar purchase, outside of like PRS stuff, is another acoustic. I want a big, louder acoustic. It's really what I want. God, that terrible song I wrote in high school. How's it go? I wanna play at the Hotel Cafe. It's quicker. Travel west, play a set in LA. Hear the crowds all screaming my name, and I can't remember it. You can tell where my head was at in high school. Bad song, but that's alright. Larvae. Okay. Look at the Cole Clark. I have played a couple of the Cole Clark ones. And I've played 1 or 2 Maidens. Hell yeah. Tim needs a J45. I love my acoustic. I've got a... Heck yeah. Can't believe everything time I play it. Great to see you, Tim. Great to see you guys. Hey, sorry it took a second just playing. I have a D15 similar to your acoustic. Same woods. Why don't you like the pickup? I just need to change it. I put a pickup in here that's a passive pickup. Really low output. No battery. And I despise it. I have an 09. Heck yeah. Do it, Tim. Hey, thanks for all the love, you guys. I'm scrolling through these trying. It's August Rush, yeah. Acoustic. Love it, Tim. Shades of Mike Dodds. Yeah, a little bit. I can't do all the crazy stuff, but this is a cool trick. Have you guys ever tried it? So, like, what I'm doing when I'm doing that. Or the. Right? It's hitting that harmonic, but an octave up from the chord I'm holding. So if I'm down here, if I were to go. Right? Because it's just the 12th fret harmonic. But it's up here. You can do that with any chord. You can just draw a chord. So let's say I do play a C major 9. C major 9, you can just trace it up here. I could go, okay, what is it? You know, and Tommy Emmanuel does a great thing where he does that with the pick and it articulates it more. And he's going... Playing like another one. I can't do that. They call it cascading harmonics. But that's the idea behind what I was doing, where it's just... You know, so up here, it's the same thing if you just kind of hit it. Adds that overtone. That triple O, this is a triple O 15 from 2001. I bought this guitar for $700 used from a guy that got it and didn't play anymore. Sold it to me a decade later. Barely used. I got it set up. Great guitar. How's it go? How's it? Heading out west with my headphones on. I'm going the flight with the song in the back of my soul that no one knows. Just found out a ghost left town. The Queen of California, you know, she is stepping down. It's a goodbye beauty, goodbye rain, goodbye sorrow. What's your name? Looking for the sun that Neil Young hung out on the bonus in 1971. Not a singer, you guys, but I'm having fun kind of just saying fucking and said it. Time for a melody and some lyrics. Yeah, hey, thanks, guys. Same, it's awesome. Bigger, louder. J45s are great, too. I've played some of those. Chord harmonics, yeah. Sounds good. On a 12 string, I bet. I don't think I've really done that. Gotta go. Hey, Nick, thanks for hanging out. You might have already left, but... M15, what's the difference? I'm not sure. Queen of California, baby. Goodbye, cold. Goodbye, rain. That's what it is. Goodbye, cold. Goodbye, rain. Goodbye, sorrow. Goodbye, shame. Heading out west with my head. That's what it is, isn't it? You know what I love playing is the... It's really over. Yeah, you made your stand. You got me crying. This was your plan. But when my loneliness is through, I'm gonna find I screwed up the phrasing, another you. Oh dear. Very nice. Love it. Hey, thanks. Nash will probably have to... Probably do. I should just invest in some singing lessons. Also, like the last time I even tried to sing anything was the last time on stream when someone paid me $5 to sing. Like, I never sing. I should just use it more. I'd probably get... I'm not going to be Celine Dion, but, you know, get a little bit better. I'm glad you guys like the acoustic. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Tim Lanco just might want to put some lyrics to that jam. Great tune. Hey, thanks. Thanks. We have talked about the guys like this thing. It fits the vibe we're in right now, but... Okay. Fellow John Mayer fan. I'm a super fan. I play about... I'm a super fan as well. Hey, it's okay, Tom. Don't have to be. Sorry, late to the show. I'm going back to the beginning. Hey, go ahead, Murray, because we're 2 hours in, and I'm about to hop off. I need to hop off. Is there another good acoustic John Mayer song I can play real quick? I don't know Neon. People always ask for that. How's that? I am driving 85 in the kind of morning that lasts all afternoon. Just stuck inside the gloom. 4 more exits to my apartment, but I am tempted to keep the car in drive. It's hard to sing. Okay. In repair. In repair, I don't know. I'm thinking of St. Patrick's Day. I don't know in repair. Because I'm thinking of... I can't remember all of it. I'm going to find it. Go back. Yeah. Stop this train. I can do stop this train. That one I can do. Daughters. What's the second chord on? What's the second chord of daughters? What's the second chord you got? That's the last chord. I'm missing one more. I know a girl. She puts the color inside of my world. He does that little. Or maybe I'm missing. That's okay, so I'm missing the second chord. What's the second chord? The second chord is this is exactly what I needed, Tom. 5 7 7 0 5. Okay, so he's going. Of my world. That's all I know. Okay. Great acoustic songs. I love this. Do those chords. How it just immediately sounds like John Mayer. Yeah, you're talking about that major 9, dude, with the open E's on each side. Hey, thanks. That Stop This Train thing I worked really hard on for a long time. I remember sitting at the kitchen table. My mom was making dinner. I was up there practicing acoustic guitar. I'm in high school. And I remember I could only play, I could play Stop This Train like this. I can only strum it. And I remember trying to explain to my mom, I was like, Mom, you don't understand. The thing he's doing with his right hand is like, it's so hard. And I remember literally saying, if I can ever do that with my right hand the way he does it, I'll be so good I can just quit. I can be done then. I remember at the time that was so hard to do, because it is hard, because you're going freaking. That's what gets people to. It's a slap and I'm popping out my hand. Start practicing it just like that, and then you get that. This is a non-acoustic John Mayer song, but how about the... Lazy lover, undercover, wasting time. That's a great lick. You said 5, 7, 5 was the next one. Okay. That is it. I thought that one sounded not all the way there. Who do you think I was? It is. What does he do after it's the? I don't know Neon. I'm sorry. Actually, the first chord of St. Patrick's Day, also the first chord of No Such Thing. I don't know. I actually don't know how to play No Such Thing. Trying to play Jason Isbell's song on acoustic has really improved my picking. I bet, Joe. I bet. What song have you been trying to? Cover Me Up. How does Cover Me Up go? It's not that though. I said I was going to get off like 30 minutes ago, you guys, but you just keep me going. I don't know Neon, I'm sorry. Love Cover Me Up, Diego. Cover Me Up. Yeah, maybe it is in drop D. Yeah, that was me just shooting from the hip, you guys. 25 Esbel songs down now. Really enjoying singing. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, I'll leave you on one last little thing I wrote because you're talking about D. Isn't that crazy how, like, drop D, a lot of times you'd go to that swampy thing? But I love the pretty side of the drop D there. I meant to go. Y'all ready? I'm gonna leave you with this. was improvising at the end. I don't know, man. Just making stuff up. Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all on that. It's a cool little thing I wrote. That back half was improvised, but the that last part is just. And if you keep the thump going, maybe I should like sit and flesh that out better. I used to in high school had like a fleshed out version of that, and I can't remember it. I don't know. But anyways, all right, you guys. 2 hour and 15-minute stream. I think this is my longest one yet. Fun pulling out the acoustic. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is it. Hey, thank you all for the tips so much. Really kind of you guys. That was a lot of fun. Even some singing and stuff I normally don't do. I'm not a singer, you guys, but I appreciate y'all hanging around. Thanks for the tips. If you're interested in a lesson, I've got time, especially early next week. I've got a bunch of time, so feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram, or if you can't find out how to contact me, drop a comment on here. But all right, I love you guys, and this is it. I think this is done. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I love playing Small Body Taylor makes any play better. Absolutely. All right, you guys. If you get bored, I played John Mark concert the other night with some friend I know over here in Hamburg, Germany. Oh, Tom, I didn't know you're in Germany. That's cool, man. Full show's on YouTube. Okay, Tom, I'll click on your profile, man. Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging today. That was a long one, and I really enjoyed it. So with that, I think I'm going to say until next time, peace. And I think I can click end stream right here. So till next time.